Hey, and welcome back. I just wanted to pop in here before we start the next video for our vacation and why we went and what all happened there. We had a really great time. And you're probably wondering what these are. These are my jars. These are old pickle jars that I had, and these have what we call, or the herbal community calls, FireCider or fire water. This is something that I made last year, not this particular one, but we made it last year, and I was trying to get prepared for this winter for my family. And I will show you some books on that you can look after to see if that's something that you might be interested in. Anyway, it'll help you, your immune system, if you start to have a little cough. You can take some of that with some honey, and it will kind of help with that and give you a boost there. So my FireCider has a lot of things in it. It has horseradish in it. It has, I don't know if you can see, there we go. I know it looks kind of like a mess, but it has peppers in it. It has chili flakes in it. It has oranges in it, onions, garlic, ginger, and again, a horseradish root, which if you're local, you can find that over at the Whole Foods store. That's where I found mine. Please excuse the dogs barking in the back. Okay. Anyway, there's lots of different ways, and you can put a lot of the things in it that you would like. And so what will happen now with this one, I'm going to strain this with a cheesecloth, and we'll put it in a bottle for us over the winter, and we'll have it in the event that we need it. So I wanted to share with you one of the books that, if you're interested in learning more about it, it's called FireCider, just what it is. And this is from Rosemary Gladstar. She is from the California area. I believe she lives in Vermont now. And I have looked at a lot of her videos, a lot of education that she has. She has a school here in the Bay, I believe, or Northern California. And very interesting. There's a lot of different types of recipes in here from her previous students. And you might find something in here that you like, or just kind of a combination of something that you would like to do. So again, it's FireCider by Rosemary Gladstar. And I will link where I purchased it. I think I got this from Amazon. But anyway, something to pick up, or you can look up FireCider or fire water. Also, there is a YouTube channel that I watch a lot. It's the Honeystead. And Kaylee on there, that's the gal's name that has that channel. Her and her mom make this, and that's something I would recommend you check out. It was very educational for me, and they show how they pack their jars and what they do and what all they put in theirs, and that might be something that you might want to follow too, and maybe make the duplicate of what they have. And speaking about our vacation and when we went to the Homestead Festival, one of the speakers there was Mr. Darryl Patton, and this is his book. We purchased it from there, and they shipped it to me. And you'll see in the video where we do a plant walk, and he educates us on his talk. I really enjoyed that. And it was just really fun after we left the Homestead Festival that my family, while we were driving down the highways and the roadways in Tennessee, that they were able to pick out different types of herbs or plants or flowers and recognize those just from this little short class that we had there while we were there. So this is another book by Mr. Darryl Patton, if that's something you're interested in. These are the remedies of this Mr. Tommie Bass, and Darryl was able to work with him and learn from him for many years. So I really like this book, the way that it's made. It has not only information on the actual herbs themselves, but also different stories from Mr. Tommie Bass, which is here on the front. You see that? Let me see. That are kind of fun to read, and it's almost as if you can hear him talking and telling these stories. And so I really enjoy this book. And also, Mr. Darryl Patton has a class or course. I believe he's located in Alabama. And so he has a course that he and his family put on for others to come and attend and learn. And I just wanted to share those two things with you, or these things with you. I'm also going to pop in here a short video of the herbs that I'm currently growing. You'll see how I dry them. I'm drying them. I can package them. I'm also going to show you a quick clip of, or a picture of, some rosemary that I grew, and then some that I got at the store. And there's a huge difference. And if I can grow these things, you can too. So please stay tuned. I'm going to also share the first picture of why, or the gateway, I guess, into when I really started questioning things. And questioning, why I was believing certain things that, especially it's a picture of two eggs, and one is very different than the other. And I'll explain to that whenever I show you the picture. But I want to extend to you that it's okay to ask questions. It's okay to wonder where our food comes from. It's okay to wonder, especially for herbs, big growers, when did they harvest that stuff? They go into huge commercial dryers. How long was that? Once it was packaged, how long did it sit in the warehouse before it came over to the store? And how long did it sit on the shelf before you purchased it? Versus something that you can buy a start at a box store or about your local nursery, and just put it in a pot and start it for yourself. Whether you're cooking with it or you want to use it for medicinal purposes, they're kind of one and the same. So if you're looking at your health and you're looking to incorporate those, and those are things you probably already have in your kitchen. Again, garlic is one. That's a huge one that I put in here. And you have your rosemaries, you have your oreganos, all those things. So if you make your own spaghetti sauce, or you're doing your own pizza and you're putting that stuff on there, that is you getting that herb in your body, and then all of those properties. So just wanted to share that with you. And again, I want to show you what we're growing, and how I can dry that, how I can put it in a jar, and I can air seal it and them stay fresh for me. I think it's called air sealing. Vacuum seal. Vacuum seal it, and it will stay fresh for me. And this gives me, again, I'll show you some of these. My thyme, she's just going crazy, and they grow for you, and you just go and you snip them, and you can wash them and dry them for you in a dehydrator. Those are not very expensive. Or you can do an old-fashioned way, is just kind of hang them up. For me, where I live, it's very dusty here, and I don't really like to do that, so I will go ahead and put them in our dehydrator. But please know that it's okay to question. It's good to question where things come from and to have an understanding. And if there's something that you can supplement and do yourself and learn from and help your family, either through your cooking, getting those herbs in your body, or for medicinal purposes, at any time, there's a lot of these that you can just do teas with throughout the day while you're working and just sip on. So hopefully this will inspire you, and I'm going to show you now that one picture that was the gateway for me. Do a little voiceover on that, and then we will move into Mr. Darryl Patton's talk, and I'll be able to share our wonderful, wonderful vacation with you. And just thank you again for being here. I do appreciate it. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hey again, I'm back on here. I remember that I forgot to tell you a couple more resources that I follow. One is the Homesteading channel with Carolyn and Josh. I've learned a lot from them. Also, there is Rain Country. There's a gal named Heidi from Rain Country. She's really good. I've learned a lot from her. And then Dr. Jones is someone I'm currently following and reviewing, getting some knowledge from him. I really enjoy his channel. He's very comical, and hopefully you will too if you want to check him out. I will list them on the bottom in the description if I can hopefully figure that part out and get that in there for you so you can check them out. Dr. Jones, he's really funny. Hopefully you'll enjoy his teachings, and you can learn something from him. He is a practiced veterinarian and has used herbs in his practice, and then he started also went to school, and he can treat people, and he said that he doesn't treat them unless they're as sick as a dog. So anyhow, please check them out. Hopefully you can learn something. And just a disclaimer, I'm not trying to tell you to go out and eat all the weeds in your yard. Just please educate yourself, do your own research, and see what's going to work best for you. Thank you again, and we'll see you soon.
No, that's water. It's a
It is a very invasive plant. Some
But not
plants
eat it.
No,
Just not
don't
eat it.
inhale it. Don't eat it. Yeah.
Oh wow!
No, there's a spider.
Anyway, Royal Polonia is called princess tree because in Japan, when the trees are mature, it makes some of the most beautiful furniture in the world. And if you get a tree down here, the Japanese are looking for mature ones, and they'll sell for about $15,000 a tree. Because they cut all theirs down in China and Japan on the good ones. Now they're in South. I actually was going down near Montgomery the other day, get some wood, and I found a place where somebody's growing it as a commercial tree now. They're all about 5 feet tall, and I recognize it from a mile away. So they have figured out there's money, and it takes only 10 years to get that big.
And what is it?
A royal paulownia or princess tree. It has purple blooms that look like catawba blooms, but they're purple. And people call it cottonwood because the little nuts on it have cottony fluff that come out. If you cut it to the ground, it'll be just as big the next year.
Wow.
But if you want some money, you got 10 years to spend.
And we're just trying to find a spider.
Very allergic to Virginia creeper. It'll break you out. If you're not allergic to it, it's good for poison ivy.
Oh.
In the fall, when it turns orange and red and yellow, a lot of people, more people are allergic to it. So be careful. It doesn't bother me a bit. English ivy that grows up in chimneys eats me alive. And about 30% of the population are highly allergic to English ivy. I can pick an English ivy leaf, green, drop it on the ground, do this, in 15 minutes I'll have a whelp that comes up. Or rinsing. I get about 5 calls a year from somebody saying, I've got poison ivy, but I've not been in it. What have you been doing? Working in the yard? Got English ivy? Yeah, we were weed whacking it down or mowing it, and that's English ivy. But the difference is, poison ivy does pustules. English ivy is like somebody dripped acid on it. And it's horrendous. However, if you dry English ivy, it makes the best bronchitis and cough syrup in the world. If you go on the internet and look up commercial ivy leaf tea for kids, that's English ivy. And once it's dried, it's no longer going to break you out. I can pick it then if I dry it. Those chemicals in it break down, and then I'm fine. I just, when I pick it green, I dress up in a bee suit, have a gas mask on, gloves, and I make my wife do it.
We can look way in the future. Now, an animal can see a little bit into the future. For example, you're headed towards the vet, it's been a bad experience, make those certain turns they know, that kind of stuff they can figure out. But it's fairly short in the future. Some very interesting experiments with blue jays done by Nicola Clayton show that a blue jay can at least think 24 hours in the future. And I like all this experiment, the cheap hotel room and the expensive hotel room. And then during the day, the bird can go in either room. The expensive room has a mini bar fully stocked all the time. The cheap room has no mini bar. And then during the daytime, they can move through the lobby area in between the two cages. And then at night, they randomly get locked in one of the rooms. And after getting locked a few nights in the cheap room with no food, they'll take food out of the mini bar in the expensive room and put it over in that cheap room. And blue jays are capable of doing it. So that's some limited planning for the future.
The other way. There you go. Oh, there she goes.
Yeah, baby.
Different species of birds in flight. The Smokies are a never-ending song that changes with each season, and they change with each and every pair of eyes. Be on the lookout out there in the field on the left-hand side. Every now and then you'll see a turkey out there.
Oh, there he is. There's two. A turkey right in front of that tree. There's two of them.
Out here in Dollywood, we're off with Brown of Klondike Katie. We like to show her off each and every chance we get. Every now and then we like to hear her toot her own horn. So would you folks like to hear Klondike Katie play you a tune on that bobbing locomotive whistle? Yeah. On the count of three, we'll tell Engineer Steve to blow the whistle. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey, what you guys think about that? How about a round of applause for Stephen and Klondike?